Hey, is it working? Yeah, let's go. Got that desktop audio working. Hey gamers, it's me back with the fucking probably not the last video because I'm gonna work on doing other things like farming stuff to get ready for a raid and getting a couple more pre-raid bis items, junk like that. But I won't document all of it. I think throughout this whole process I've learned that maybe you should start early because I started at level 30. Maybe you shouldn't record every single second of every single thing you're doing because I'm still going through videos and editing them from my like 30 to 45 level range when I decided that I only wanted to just start streaming the dungeons because the IRL world took them 8 billion years because I was really, really conservative and careful with everything I did. But it's paid off because instead of speed leveling and doing it all quickly, I've moved very slow and taken my time with everything. But now I'm 59. A couple. Here, I'll just log in. I'm 59. A couple. I think it's 10k XP, like a bubble or two off of 60. I still got the buffs. I was playing earlier when I got here and I decided I should do like a grand finale and there was a cool nice person. I'll just do a slash bow, But yeah, no, I can't remember the last video. Oh no, I know what the last video I did was. Last video I did was that my third and final Sunken Temple run to get my, this one, yeah, my chest piece here, Forced Embrace. And now, since then, because I think I did that run at what, 55 or something, 56 maybe, I have just been going back to different areas, doing the quest there. So I went back over here, did some questing in the, where is it? Oh, well, yeah, I guess I still have this one. It doesn't matter. This was taking too long anyway. I did some questing over here in the Burning Steppes. Did some questing over here in the, whatchamacallit? What's it called again? Searing Gorge, thank you. I didn't do a lot of, oh yeah, I did like one or two more things in Kargarth. Completed some additional quests. Did a lot of the cloth ones. I think the only one I'm missing is Mage Weave for the trolls, but I'll knock that out later. And some of the wool ones, but those are so low XP it doesn't matter to me right now. From that like level 55, 56 to 59, I've just been going through these areas. I did a couple of the quests over here, but didn't dare wander down here where all of those elite patrols run around, because, I mean, hell, there's even one that runs around here, I guess, and I was worried about that. But I went back to Feralis and did all the stuff here so I could get the robot chicken. I did most of the quests in Fellwood and Winter Springs. I only have a couple there, so I haven't done all of them, but it got me comfortably to level 59, and the entirety of level 59, which has taken me a million years because I've just been killing things. I grinded the Timber Maul rep here. Oh, I'll just do that for him. I grinded the Timber Maul rep here to neutral from the lowest one so I could turn in those totem quests. That took killing a million of them, which was like half of my level 59. What else did I do? I did I finished my first aid as well as did some work on the alchemy and herbalism, although I'm not all the way there yet. I got the dual spec a while ago, but I got the dual spec, so I'm currently my feral, but I have my resto spec over here, which is what I'm mainly here for, and I got the slightly improved bag, the Explorer's Knapsack, to finish it off, because now I have 16, which is the Traveler's Backpack. That dropped from a creature in the Fellwoods, and now I have 3 14s and a backpack, so I'm a lot of space that I'm going to have to worry about later, because I have like a second set of gear in here for healing, including the, where are they at? The Tali Gloves of Healing. I have all this junk, and since I've self-found, I feel like I can never get rid of it, but now, with my bank largely full and with me running out of space, I'm close enough that I will be self-found, but when I hit 60, I will allow myself to go into the auction house and actually start doing things to prepare for raid stuff. But this has been very fun and exciting to start all the way in Duratar, work my way all the way to the 1,000 Needles, and I think one of the last, in the Shimmering Flats, yeah, one of the last videos I posted of the leveling, I was still down here, and I was in my early 30s, so it's been a long time, because now I remember doing a ton of quest runs in Tanaris, and part of, what was it, the Feralis, until I came back around at level like 56, 57, and did those. Ungora Crater, I did that at level like 55, 56. That was a lot of XP, but oh my gosh, I was terrified to work around the raptors and the constantly wandering devil swords, but that was dope. To come up here and do a Zara, Winter Grasp, and Fellwood, it felt like a lot of those quests were pretty decent and good for the... Except for this one, dude, that sucked. Yeah, that's like such a... I didn't even try to do that because that was so deep and I couldn't get anyone to do it with me, and you had to like wander into these deep caves and summon bosses and shit. It was basically, it felt like a dungeon, but I was not prepared to do that by myself. But I don't know, the rest of it, it's just been so good, and I feel like I'll wander back to the gate because I don't want to get caught off guard out here. I feel like most of my questing and all my leveling has been done on this continent here recently. I will say the hinterlands, a couple of Stranglethorn Vale quests, although I really skipped over a large majority of this place, but a couple of the quests over here, including the one that gets me the neat knapsack going on the pirate ships over there, those were super cool. And mainly, I want to say those Hinterlands and the Hinterland Elite quest up there got me like a whole level in of itself. I have not messed with the Plaguelands. The Plaguelands and Syphilis, I have kept that off the table. That is so dumb. If I'm going to die to those places, it's going to be way later. But, yeah, and now I'm here and I'm just grinding it all out. And I don't know what else there is to do. I had a full questy tracker here because I was going to do Blackrock Depths, but I decided, like, about to hit 59, I was like, do I really risk a level 59 to 60 on a silly dungeon mispull if I get some crazy people? I don't know. I think it's been worth it to take the time, and I'll just do it later. Okay, well, this is what I've been doing the last chunk here. I still have this one, and I thought about doing this one to knock out the last little bit, but I can't really find anyone to do it. So what I have decided I am doing is there is a couple spots right over here, not on the lake, but near it, and not quite on the Azorus patrol path, but here. Over here by the crux of the road, not quite on the road, so you can avoid the Winterfall runners. And then this little clip right here of terrain next to Everlook, but not quite into the mountains, so you don't aggro Ursius. I've been just rotating between here, and then sometimes I'll jump over here down to these like mountain areas next to the road. But mostly over here, just me, it respawns fast enough. So that is where I've been doing a lot of this killing to get the last chunk. So, I guess I'll start over here. These buffs are going to help me finish it up. I did use the last of my defense pots and agility pots recently for the last like 4 or 5 bars here I did earlier. So I'm just running with given buffs now, and I'll worry about the rest of that later. Yeah, I know a lot of druids like to run around in their form and store up the energy they need to do all the killing, but a lot of my safe play, just in case I get a DC, which has helped once or twice when I did get a DC, although I do think the enemy was not a high enough level to pose a huge threat to me. But the whole pre-healing before going into bear or cat has helped a lot. And then also, you know, putting the demoralizing roar down on him. I will by no means say I'm a professional player, but I am a very cautious player, so if you're looking for any tips on just how to avoid dangerous things, I'll give you what the community has given to me and my paranoia has given, which is like avoid the caves, avoid any quest that sounds suspicious, avoid any quest that has elite without like a full group. Constantly Google, because my guide stopped at 22, so I've been just doing things myself since then. Haven't gotten any tips, but I will say several quests in the later game areas, I swear they're meant to kill you. The Vierde Elixir, don't do that for the Lincoln quest. You drink the potion and it just kills you. Don't do that one. Over here on the north side of Winter Spring, there we go. North side of Winter Spring up here, Shirotam. Just be aware when you almost kill her, she'll spawn a second elite. So I talked to one dude who almost died earlier doing that because he was close to killing her by himself. And she's already, what, a 60, 61 elite. And he was pretty close to beating her on his own, which I thought was impressive. But then the second 60 elite spawned and they both went after him and he had to play it very, oh, I guess they're just going to spam lightning breath. Okay, that's fine. Pre-heal with the regrowth. Because mana is refillable, you know what I'm saying? So just pre-heal as much as you need to deal with these guys. I'm so close, I'm so close. Yeah, and he almost got killed by the second lion thing that spawned, so I'd just be careful with that one. You should have like 3 or 4 people ideally. The Chief of Winterpaw one, that was a little bit freaky, but I had a pretty good rogue with me who did all the DPS. Well, I kept us alive. He was really awesome. When you turn in some of the stuff regarding that Chief of Winterpaw quest over here, that woman, it'll spawn little ambushes when you turn the quest into her. But if you run away, you know, they'll de-aggro, so I just stealth and ignore them. I feel like there's been several, like 3 or 4 quests in this area that have been actively, like their whole point was to kill me, but thankfully, because of Googling and being smart about it beforehand, you can live too. It's just kind of crazy because I've been playing this character a while. I think that builds the attachment. Like if I died, you know, that's a lot of time and other things going on in my real life while I'm playing this character that it would feel more like a bigger loss. And now that he's hitting 60, I feel like that's kind of it wouldn't hurt as bad to lose him. I mean, it would still hurt, but like 60 was the goal when I started, so to get there now, I'm more comfortable with the idea of dying. Trying to think of what else. Like, I don't know. If there were other elite quests down here, I didn't really do them. I saw there were giants at one point, but I didn't worry about them too much because I was worried I was going to get fucking murdered. Yeah, Felward had some good quests in it. Did a lot of the quests over here. The Felpaw Village, their socials are pretty scary because they have one that calls a bunch of guys to him if they're nearby, and then you have one who gets enraged when you kill one of his friends. So those kind of chaining together can lead to a big problem. But if you do them where you're a little bit higher than them, you can there's areas where you can easily avoid chain pulling and be kind of smart about it. I don't know. I spent like a whole level there basically farming rep. Uh-oh. Well, he's dead, sadly. This area, the quests were really short, but they were really easy. I don't know what else to talk about. My videos have me leveling in Stone Talon and the where is this again? What's this called? Not Splinter Tree, Ashenvale, Stone Talon. Maybe that was before my video started. I can't remember. Dostwalla Marsh, that was good. Have some funny videos there of me and a mage goofing off and almost dying a couple times, which was a little stupid. Those will be in a later video. I don't check your surroundings. Does that guy need a buff? I think he already. Oh no, he didn't. He just kept running. All right. I was going to never buff until you check to make sure that they're not in combat, because that happened to me a couple times and it got real risky. I learned later, way after my troll character died, which I talk about in an earlier video that I may or may not have posted, because a lot of life changes have been happening and I'm real busy with work, so I can't remember exactly what videos I've edited and posted and which ones I'm still working on, but the fucking whatchamacallit, yeah, there's a couple moments, especially when I died, is my old troll shaman character, who I transferred him to, I think it was Dream Scythe or whatever the other PvP, not PvP, PvE hardcore server is, but because this is around the time that the Burning Crusade pre-patch is releasing, and I thought about killing my character off after this to transfer it, but I don't want to do that, man. I don't even know if there's still time, honestly. It might be over with, but I really didn't want to do that because it took long enough here, and I've learned you can just boost to 58 in the new one, so why not do that? I don't know. Just funny to me. But, yeah, I learned at a later date. Oh, here, yeah. Nope. Here, come here. I got you. I learned at a later date that's probably how I got my troll killed. It's by actively engaging with a guy on the road, the one who had all the centaur chasing him from the counterattack quest chain thing over in the, where's that? The west side of the Barrens along the road. But I've realized more recently that I was still just buffing and healing people without checking. You gotta make sure they're not PvP flagged or not in combat, so you don't pull a bunch of guys that might be chasing them. It's worth the time to check. How close am I? I'm like 5,000 away. That's like 10 more not 10. That's probably 10 to 15 more guys, I'd say. I'm so ready, so excited to actually be able to use mail and interact with other auction house users, because I have some gear I want to like sell and or give to players that I couldn't use, because there are times where I got nice tank gear just off of a lucky drop, and I'd like to share it. Trying to think of other quests that almost killed me. I mean, Angora Crater was pretty scary. I noticed a couple of dead druids over there when I was doing my class quest. I didn't go into this Scar thing. I farmed the Wasp for the class quest over here safely. The Ridge, I witnessed some dead druids around that. That made me nervous. I also witnessed that like troll lady, the inconspicuous one or whatever, that wanders around for the hunter class quest, and that made me nervous. There's so much stuff in here that'll kill you. And I probably went there a little bit too early of a level. But Tanaris, I had to go back here for a couple of quests to farm some materials from like these pirate dudes and these bandit guys, and also do the robot chicken thing. Oh, and the Oldham quest down here, which is like the fact that you can get it if you stealth in and be really quiet about it is cool, but you know, still pretty scary with the elites down here. There's still areas, parts of these areas over here that I'd be cautious with, even being a high level, just because of the way some of them are set up. I'm trying to think of what else I did. I know I didn't mess with a lot of these places here, because I think they're largely Alliance. Yeah, that's the one thing I think I'd do differently if I went back and leveled again. I would actually go do all of the lower level quest in Stranglethorn Vale, because I did only 1 or 2 here, and I skipped the rest, and I did them way over leveled. Like at 58, I was doing the quest down here to start that quest for the Explorer's Knapsack from that riddle-based thing, where you have to go to the different areas around the continent, and then eventually to the hinterlands to find the pack under the waterfall. I did it way over leveled, which made it easier to do myself. Like I went into the pirate ship with very little risk to myself, but there's so much XP there that I feel like I took way longer than I had to get it. I don't know. Just little things like that. I'm hoping this video is under like 30 or 40 minutes, because I want it to be a cool final finale, but I also wanted it to be like a recap. I'm kind of reminiscing a little bit. I didn't spend a lot of time down here. I got a lot of quests. I did 1 or 2 here, and then I just got the stuff to prep for Blackrock Mountain, but it's kind of crazy how many quests they have there, and how many times you have to go back into Blackrock Depths to do some of those quests. These were fun. I didn't do these, but a lot of the other ones were fun. There was a lot of danger, I guess, especially that huge pack of hunters and poachers that roam around here. But and I did the reindeer quest when Christmas came around over here by myself, which was quite hard, but I still did it. Yeah, I was a little over leveled for it, but still at the very end to save the reindeer, I had to pull like 5 or 6 guys at the same time, so it was still a little bit nerve-wracking. But and I didn't do this quest right over here, the one where you're helping that paladin guy get the Seal of Ragnaros and then burn down the towers. Did not do that until just last level, and I realized it was kind of silly for me to wait that long, but it helped because that meant I could do the whole quest by myself, and I don't know, it made it more fun because I was able to get that staff from it afterwards, and I still have it in my inventory. It looks pretty cool, honestly. But those watchtower guys, man, I had to bear form them because you can't sneak up on them in stealth, they'll see you. And then when I saw him transform into that dragon dude, that made me paranoid as shit. I thought it was an ambush, so I just cat form stealth, dashed away really quick. I really haven't had as many close calls as I have had since that Sunken Temple incident that I posted that clip, I think, a couple of days ago on. Yeah, they're on the channel. I did the Noggin Fogger quest, that was pretty fun. I don't see anything coming. For the last level or 2, I've been in the Fellwoods in here for a long time, and it takes forever when you do it my way, because I've seen people... Oh, I have to go in on this guy. I forgot to use the poison spit. I love this Omen of Clarity shit, man. Did not realize how nice it was until I was doing, Feral, and I was like, wow, the free cast stuff every so often, especially if you get lucky, dude, that's dope. Yeah, no close calls as close as the Sunken Temple event, but that's why I've kind of avoided dungeons since then. If I'm gonna have another close call, I'm gonna die when I'm max level, you know, like it should be. What else was I saying? Oh yeah, I ran from that though because I was like, no way, man, I'm not getting ambushed by this giant dragon. And it turns out it didn't matter. I think he just ran off after I stealthed and ran away. No, so no fight there. Yeah, I'm looking back at this north area here, which I really haven't been back to in a while. I set my Hearthstone for the Undercity because I kind of like the idea of having a teleport to that continent. I haven't used the blimps in forever, or the boats, because I just I TP to the continent with either my Hearthstone, and if I need to get back here, I just use the Moonglade TP. And if I plot my times out right, you know, they're recharged by the time I'm ready, so I just have been using those, but really have not been up there very often since I hit level like 57, 58, I think, because, dude, people were saying, oh, just do a couple quests in Plague Lands, just do a couple quests in Syphilis. That's all I did. I did one, maybe two quests in all of the places, and then I was gone. I was not doing anything that looked difficult or that required a bunch of, like, oh, another Traveler's Backpack. You've got to be shitting me. 2? 158, 1 level 59? I mean, I guess that's a reason to farm the mobs here. Maybe I don't use it though. Maybe I save it for another character and give it up then. I don't know. That's cool. That's awesome though. I feel lucky. No. I gotta Omen of Clarity this. You know, another regrowth because I got the time. You can never do too much pre-healing. I promise. Like 5 or 6 more mobs and we're done here. And I can stop the video and figure out what to do with the rest of the time. Dude. Like, I'll have to go and turn off the self-found thing, because I think you get a different buff for making it to 60, but you don't want the main one on because it still locks you out of the auction house forever, so you want to turn that off eventually. What do I have? Oh, Bear Jaw. Yeah, destroy that. Give me the Wicked Claw, that'll sell a little bit more. Check. Make sure there's nothing over here that's going to mess with me. Oh, a bear. Come here, buddy. But yeah, no, I went to Syphilis, did 2 or 3 quests there, booked it, because I only did the quests that were near the exits, like the walk into the zone and the scenario and like outpost place. I barely went anywhere near the Twilight Avenger guys because I witnessed a death log right around that time of a druid being killed by a bunch of them. I didn't want to risk that. I stayed away from the patrol paths at all times, so I only got the guys who were way off to the side, not anywhere near any of the elite patrol paths, because if that Twilight Marauder Mourner lady gets you out there, you're almost fucked. Like, because, I mean, watching those, I can do that. I've done this one before. I don't think the Owl Beast walks close enough, but I'm still taking my time. Actually, let me just bonk him, and I'll run this way. And then he'll do that, and then I'll do this, and then I'll do this, and bear form. Look at that, full health, engaging with him. Still got a pre-heal going. This is why this is why I kind of like it. I like being able to tank and heal at the same time. Paladins must be dope on the Alliance side. When I do TBC soon, I feel like I have to play Blood Elf Paladin because I'm going to miss that feeling of tanking and healing. luck. Wonderful. That is almost 1,000 XP away. Where is he? There's an Outbeast down here that I wanted to mess up. Come here. Come here, come here. Bear form. I do cat form sometimes too, but bear is like the really safe bet, I feel like. And when you're over leveled enough, you still kill him pretty quick. Okay, what is that? 700 XP off, baby. Oh, I'll throw something away. It's worth taking that. Mysterious unhatched egg. I do not care enough. Howdy. Aw, man. I watched one the other day that was really funny, but it made me feel bad. I think it was a druid or a warrior who was like, hey, who's tanking? And then apparently he died right after that, which made me wonder if they'd like pulled something and they were like not informing him of his duty, which is rough. Okay, so I'm gonna make my way back to the last little area over here I've been farming, and that's probably where I'll hit it, right next to Outlook. But yeah, no, and then I want to say, dude, like, besides avoiding Syphilis and the Plague Lands, because I wandered just lightly into the... Oh, I can kill him. Let's see, will that knock me over? No, that won't. That'll put me one off, I think. Oh, but see, they're already starting to respawn, so, you know, your brain's like, if you're worried this is too slow of a farming route, I think it's perfect, because you start over there behind that hill, you come all the way down here killing everything, you avoid the cross here because that's where the patrol passes, so you run over here, hop back onto the road, and then you can start farming over there again right next to Outlook, and just keep an eye out for Ursius's patrol path because he'll mess you up too. This might be it. Next thing I kill is gonna hit me at 60. I gotta do something cool. Gotta fight something big. I'll sit on top of this hill for a second and reminisce a little more. I'm just over 30 minutes on the recording. I need more water too, honestly. Yeah, I'll farm over here sometimes too, but you gotta be careful because Ursius will walk up over here and onto that hill, so he'll mess you up if he sees you. I'm a little higher level than him though, so I might be able to beat him as is. He's just got a lot of health. And that's the one thing, is if he has a lot of health, it can kind of, over time, remove the amount of mana I have access to heal, so it's a little more difficult. I don't know what to kill, but it might, if I play it safe, it might just be one of these creatures I've seen. I'll kill one of the chimeras, how about that? Maybe I'll go over here and kill one. That'll be a cool final way. Yeah, or you know, I'll just to be safe, stealth it up. Yeah, I was gonna say I'll go over to the Plague Lands eventually, but probably not to quest, just to kind of walk around and take a look at things. Maybe get some of that Crusader rep, but I was gonna say the huge help over here getting the last bit of levels was doing a lot of the quests over here, including the Shadra one. I did that with the Shami, and we just kind of juggled her a bit. You're both a little bit higher level though. The chicken quest, you can get the explorer's backpack down here, or the explorer's knapsack. The elite quest here got me a whole level. I mean, I don't know. The Undercity and all that isn't as beautiful as the, you know, this continent. like Thunder Bluff and the Barrens and all the grasslands and all the other stuff you have over here. Like, I don't know. I really do like the Horde, Orgrimmar, Mulgore, Thunder Bluff area, all the Barrens, all the land in between it, the very naturey areas. And I like Moonglade. But there is a charm, even though it is kind of ugly and depressing, there is a charm about the Undercity being up here to the north all by itself. It's kind of like it's the standing bastion on a continent full of, you know, people that want you dead, which is rough, but I've never really minded it that much because from there I can get to everywhere. And I mean, honestly, what end of we do Burning Crusade where they're gonna have the Blood Elves, so they won't be alone too long. Honestly, this whole thing has been very fun. First time ever doing Classic because this was way before I was old enough to play games, even remotely understanding what was going on. I think the only game I played back then was fucking Halo, and it was. No, I won't tell him. That'll make him. I don't know. She looking at the flight path guy? Can she walk up to him? I guess he won't attack on sight, but if she attacks him, he will. I don't know. But, you know, I appreciate the offer again. I'll say it like that. I don't want him to think I'm, like, so close that, like... Who's the other guy? Okay, there's a couple Alliance people here. I feel like I'm the... Oh, actually, I saw a couple Horde earlier. Never mind. I was going to say, I feel like I see more Alliance people, but I don't know. Yeah, I'll have to worry about all that MC stuff later, but... How do I want to do this? Chimera, that's right. Okay. Can't remember what I was saying before all this happened. I was talking about something. Maybe I said I would do it with a Chimera. And then that's when I saw that Alliance Hunter pet. I don't know. Because when I see a lot of Alliance dudes around, especially pets in high-level areas with patrols, it makes me nervous. They're going to, like, lead them towards me. But all you can do is play safe. Be nice to other Horde guys. And not try to get these guys killed. Yep. Let's see. Video's 40 minutes. Oh my gosh, longer than I thought. Okay, maybe I'll cut this part out. Either way. Is there anything I'm missing before I end it? Not end it permanently, but you know, the same deal. Chimera for the final kill. Not gonna do MC or a pre-60. I don't want them to. I just want to do this and then head out in a second. I mean, I talked about this continent. I talked about that continent. I talked about. Appreciate all the undead guys that have helped me. The undead mage I fought with in the swamps over here. Where is that? Dustwallow Marsh. Great guys. All the orc tanks I fought with, great dudes. Dungeon parties, great guys. I have a notepad of people who have been pretty cool with me. Troll guys have always been great. Great priests, great hunters. And then especially the different Tauren Druids and the tanks that have helped me through it. You know, thank you, brothers. Appreciate it. First time ever. Like, I played retail in the past, but I was so young that I didn't really know how to play games properly. So, like, the most I could do was play the Halo campaign on the easiest difficulty, you know, and I was so young, and even then, Classic was still coming out when I could barely... I was like a toddler, I was still so young, I was a child, basically, and I wasn't even playing actual games until way later, like, Wrath of the Lich King type shit, so... Because the first time I played retail was in Cataclysm, but I wasn't even that good either, so it's like... I don't know. The first time ever playing Classic, getting to come back and do this, I'm excited for the Burning Crusade and Lich King, and I'm hoping it is just as fun as this was. I'm gonna go find a Chimera, murder it, and that'll be the last 300 something XP I need. Not any of you. Oh, that's still the Dwarf Paladin, Ultra Broad. Like to thank Louis Bruff for dying the first time so I could learn exactly how to do all of this. Thank you, Louis Bruft, for being a very fun character to play. There's the Chimera. Okay. Not gonna fall down the hill. What I'm gonna do is wait for the bear to wander back up, then I'll pull this guy out of position. Come down here, buddy. Let's tango. Or I guess they're not called chimeras, they're chill winds. But I'd argue same difference. I saw multiple heads, I don't know. Not versed enough in the lore. But the chill winds are pretty dope. These guys look tough, and I mean, I fought the parents too and killed them, and they're pretty neat, so I don't know. Feels like a fitting last kill. Here we go, baby! 8 hours, 48 minutes, 57 seconds, 57 to 60. Woo. All my stuff is increased. I have another talent point. All my stuff is increased. I'm going to print screen. Oh, what else did I get? Yeah, I'll print screen. I already did that, but whatever, doing it just in case. Fail combat, 300, feel normal. Yeah, I have 8 hours. That's shorter than my fucking 58 to 59 was. That was like 12, 13 hours. Holy shit. No XP bar, that's a crazy feeling. I mean, I've had it in retail before, but it doesn't quite feel the same. The hardcore makes it a different level of like satisfaction, kinda. Ashanji. She said, "Grats." I really appreciate that. Hitting 60 for the first time does feel like a big grats. Well, very nice, and she's level 40, and she'll make it there, I'm sure of it. Now what? Huh. I guess that, no, I'm kidding. I guess that's it. It's not it. I don't know what to do now, though. The obvious answer is start working towards better gear and getting ready for a molten core thing, but okay, well, oh yeah, the video's supposed to end here. It's almost 50 minutes. Well, thank you all for watching and listening. Maybe I'll respond to her, I don't know. I don't want to make her feel like the awkward conversation has to go on. Yeah, but thanks for watching. I'll give updates. Have a good day. You know, if you're playing, keep playing. Good luck. You'll make it to 60. Yeah, thank you all for your time.